Good morning, friends. This video is meant for every one of us. There is a proverb, the phrase that means success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same mistake a second time. There's no denying the fact that success does not consist in never making mistake. We are bound to make mistake. Mistakes are learnings. We learn from the mistakes and gain from the success. So even when one commits a mistake, one should never be disappointed. One should never feel guilty, and one should never feel discouraged, because mistakes are bound to happen. Unless you commit a mistake, you will never learn. So this phrase consists in never making mistake is often used in contrast to the reality of success, with the famous quote by George Bernard Shaw: success doesn't consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. This highlights that true success involves learning from errors, adapting and growing rather than avoiding mistakes entirely, which we often do. The students often see if they have failed in one time in any competition, they start giving up. This is not right. They should not blame for the mistakes, because this is the opportunity to learn. We should learn from the errors, adapt and grow rather than avoiding making mistakes. Unless you make mistake, how can you learn what was wrong with you? So it is seen that an impossible standard for achieving greatness or fulfillment lies in learning from your mistake. Key ideas from the quote and related concepts. Learning from failure. Mistakes provide valuable lessons with some discovery. Penicillin was discovered by American, but several times this invention got failed. So after being knocked down, not about never failing, always be firm and persistent that you should try. Develop resilience. Success is about getting back, coming back, jumping back. Once you get a setback, jump back, get back after being kicked down, not about never falling. And the choice on each versus mistake. Now, making the same error repeatedly turns it from a mistake into a choice, emphasizing that awareness of past errors should go future action. If you have committed any mistake in past, do not repeat it. It should be a learning opportunity for you. The past mistakes that you have made should be just the basis of learning, and not to repeating the same mistake. Making the same error repeatedly turns into a mistake into a choice. So emphasizing that awareness of past error should guide future action. Growth mindset. Always have a growth mindset, viewing challenges and setbacks as opportunities for development. Setbacks are opportunities for development. Come up, jump back, just bounce back from the failure, and make challenges an opportunity to learn and develop. And these are the sign of personal failure. If a one attempt failure is not a failure, it is just an opportunity to and learn from your mistake and adapt to improve from the inevitable errors we make. We are bound to make inevitable errors. Errors are bound to happen. So you should never feel disappointed or discouraged even when you have committed a mistake. They are bound to happen. Making mistakes in writing, in reading, or in scripting your answer is a necessary part of the writing process. Just as it is in life, making mistake is how we learn to do things better. Playwright George Bernard Shaw had already said, success doesn't consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same mistake the second time. A life spent making mistake is not only more honorable, but more useful than failure. So you should come, even if you have committed a mistake, you should never feel guilty, and you should never take it as a negative point. writer's block is a very real one. It is the writer's, most, worst nightmare to say that failure are just a setbacks. No, no, no. Afraid of failure is going to harm you. The words really make you understand that there are circumstances that when your plan may not work, so there is always a lurking, a hidden secret in failure. That when you have failed, you have learned what mistake you have committed, and you are bound to rectify your mistake and go ahead in life. So there is no a need of getting setback from failure. You see, or there are circumstances that everybody makes mistakes. 5 words you have written, out of 5 words, if one word is wrong, it doesn't matter. 4 are correct. The point is to get something down and try to understand what went wrong with you. Try to analyze. Try to introspect. It may be that with the first attempt, your preparation was not up to the mark. So the key is to recognize your talent and to pursue your preparation, and not to get disappointed or disheartened by failure. Failures are the pillars of success. Always try to learn from a mistake and gain from the success. Everyone in life, you see, a small child studying in 5 and 6, when he commits or she commits mistake in the class, she's not, being scolded by the teacher. The teacher said, well, it is okay. If you committed mistake, second time you will not. She or he solves the question or writes the answer of any literature or language. She corrects the mistake, and second time she is perfect. So friends, this is true in real life also. In real life, you have planned something. If the plan didn't work, it doesn't mean that your plan was bad, or you have to amend that plan. You have to rectify some of the plans, and you have to change the plan according to the circumstances. Adapt your planning in keeping in view the requirement of the time. See, there's a better example that India depended on USA for business trade largely till last year. But when India saw that the attitude of USA was not in favor of our economy, it went on imposing 100% tariff on Indian goods. That was an indication that now we should shift our planning, our business strategy, and make it viable to small countries and other countries rather than depending on USA. Our relation with Russia is very good. We are, incorporating all sorts of, arms deal with Russia, and for years, for so many years, Russia has been helping us in our development. So instead of, getting restricted by USA and being the henpecked, country for USA, we started our own way, and we improved our trade relations with China, Russia, and many other countries which are our strategic partners. And see, our economy is bouncing back. So it doesn't mean that if we have planned something and that plan has gone wrong, that it doesn't mean that we have planned it wrongly. Our failure in plan needs little bit of amendment, changes, little bit of modifications, and little bit of incorporating some new ideas. Because always remember, incorporating new ideas as per the circumstances always help proceed. In this is the same story with the students also. Suppose you have mastered one concept, the second concept you are not able to master it. For the first time you're not able to solve the question related to any physics, any chapter. Let us say the chapter was kinematics. Now that kinematics carries better marks for a competitive exam. Revise it, do it again and again, and I'm sure that the second or third time you will be able to solve it very well, and you will be able to gain confidence in solving that question. So friends, it is very important to bounce back from failure and to be determined, to be persistent, to be consistent in approach. Studying just one day 6 hours and second day just going empty, it doesn't work. Study 6 hours per day, it is enough. It studies constantly and in a concentrated manner for 5 to 6 hours, 8 hours, it is good enough. It is not that the only 12 hours you are sitting but you are not gaining something. So even if you concentrate for 6 hours and if you are making some achievement every day, it is enough. So hours doesn't matter. What is the outcome of your, endeavor, your effort, your dedication, that matters. So friends, there is nothing to fear of the failure. Failures are the pillars of success. Mistakes are bound to happen. Learn from the mistakes and gain from the success. That is what I believe. Thank you. Have a nice morning. This is Eddie Singh on the channel Aging This by Eddie Singh.